Is Erika Kirk banned from a European country for taking children? Well, so some people are saying on social media. You can see a couple of the posts here. They claim that Kirk is banned from Romania after being accused of child. Is this right?
Erika Kirk might have been. All right, so we got new documents being released from Romania, translated to English, talking about an organization which was under investigation for trafficking women, some of them children.
So I went down the Erika Kirk rabbit hole, and let me just say, if any of this is true, then this is insane.
There are documents most people haven't seen. They were written in Romanian, recently translated, not by officials, not by journalists with institutional backing, by individuals online, using basic translation tools, combing through archives that most assumed no one would ever read again. These documents don't name Erika Kirk directly, but they confirm something else. Active investigations, running from 2012 to 2015, focused on children's charity pipelines connected to U.S. military bases in Romania. Large portions of those reports are redacted, not lightly redacted, entire paragraphs blacked out, names removed. Organizations listed only as American-affiliated NGO or U.S.-based charity, the kind of redaction that doesn't invite questions, it demands them. The timeline matches exactly when Erika Kirk was working in Romania, not approximately, exactly. This story didn't begin with Charlie Kirk. It predates him entirely. The origins don't trace back to his death or the controversies that followed. They trace back to Romania itself, years before anyone was paying attention. Between 2011 and 2015, Romanian media repeatedly reported on missing children. The cases were linked to orphanage-adjacent aid programs. Not illegal adoptions on paper, something murkier. Programs that provided access to children without requiring legal relocation, gift-based charities, military-linked volunteer efforts, access without accountability. These weren't one-off stories buried in local papers. They appeared across multiple outlets, different cities, different reporters, all describing the same pattern: children connected to aid programs, children who became harder to track, systems that looked legitimate on the surface but operated in ways that made documentation difficult, ways that made questions inconvenient. Romania had already shut down most international adoptions by then. The country had been shaken by abuse scandals in the early 2000s. Legal adoptions became rare, but access to the orphanages themselves, that was still possible.
Yeah, so Republicans in Israel might have shot themselves in the foot with this Charlie Kirk thing, because Erika Kirk's story is coming out and the Republicans are freaking out over it.
During this exact period, Erika Kirk was running a non-profit. It was called Everyday Heroes Like You. She sponsored a project. Publicly, it was known as Romanian Angels.
I believe that we all have angels in our lives. And these are my little angels from Antonio Placement Center in Constanța, Romania. Our goal with the Romanian Angels Project was to show these children the true American heart during the holiday season. And what better way to do that than having our United States military personally deliver the gifts?
The mission seemed straightforward. American service members delivering gifts to orphanages. The focus was near Constanța, a Romanian port city. Constanța also happens to sit next to a major NATO base. On the surface, the project appeared harmless, feel-good charity work, Americans helping vulnerable children abroad, the kind of story that plays well in press releases and fundraising emails, the kind of work that doesn't invite scrutiny because questioning it feels inappropriate, almost cruel. But proximity matters in stories like this. Constanța wasn't chosen at random. It's a port city, a strategic location, home to a NATO installation that had appeared in Romanian investigative reports before, not for charity work. Then the footage resurfaced.
Before Erika Kirk got married to Charlie Kirk, she founded a group called Everyday Heroes Like You. That group had a project called Romanian Angels, which partnered with the Marine Corps and orphanages in Romania. Now, to fact check these rumors about Erika Kirk and her group, we looked for news articles and crime reports about this subject from both the U.S. and Romania, and we found some stories like these.
Erika is seen inside Romanian orphanages, hugging children, calling them my little angels. She publicly thanks someone by name, Colonel Otto Buscher. She says he helped make the project possible.
Pay attention to this thank you message at the end that thanks Colonel Busher.
Colonel Otto Busher had been mentioned before. Romanian journalists had previously linked him to trafficking allegations near NATO compounds, particularly around Constanța.
Document mentions the years 2012 to 2015, which is when the Erika's Angels or whatever was being run. I don't see any mention of Erika Kirk's company, though, in the document. However, there are some redacted parts. So, I mean, bottom line, now you can say there is definitely smoke there when it comes to just even the fact that if they were running some sort of children American charity, type foundation in Romania during that time frame, those things were happening with other companies or corporations or charity organizations that were doing the same thing.
There's no proof Erika knew any of this, but the coincidence has been noted, and in investigations like these, coincidences accumulate. They stack. One overlap might mean nothing, two might be circumstantial, but when the overlaps keep appearing, when the same names surface in the same locations during the same time frame, the questions become harder to dismiss. Busher's name wasn't buried in obscure forums. It appeared in Romanian investigative journalism, in reports that predated any online speculation about Erika Kirk, reports that were filed, published, and then seemingly forgotten until someone thought to look again. Online, claims circulated that Erika was banned from Romania. Fact-checkers say there's no evidence of a ban. Still, the suspicion didn't fade. It intensified. People began revisiting old Romanian reports using online translators. They found investigations into military-adjacent NGOs. The time frame matched Erika's activity exactly. The names of American organizations in those reports? Fully redacted. Not just one name, multiple organizations, all active during the same period, all connected to similar programs, all identified only by vague descriptors that made it impossible to confirm or rule out any specific group. The redactions weren't random. They followed a pattern. They protected something or someone. And when redactions are this consistent, this thorough, it's worth asking what required that level of protection. What would have happened if those names had remained visible? Before her public fame, Erika's rise was rapid. She was Miss Arizona, part of the Trump pageant system, embedded in conservative political circles early, connected to high-level donors at a young age.
Telling me that Erika Kirk used to model for Trump or was in Trump's pageants, that she used to work for a ministry in Romania and was banned from...
The transition happened fast. Pageants, then nonprofit leadership, then political influence abroad. Not illegal, but questioned. Because speed like that usually requires something: access, connections, doors that open without knocking. The kind of trajectory that doesn't happen accidentally. Someone facilitated it. Someone saw value in her advancement. And in systems where influence is currency, rapid elevation always costs some. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett once stated that Epstein wasn't just one man. He was a protected system. Erika's name became entangled in online speculation after she took over Charlie Kirk's CEO role. The visibility brought scrutiny.
The mistake they made, and I've said on my podcast, she should never become the CEO and chairman overnight. Because now, when people have questions, you got to answer them, right? You're not just a grieving widow, which there has to be respectability for and space and allowing her to be a mother. But you very quickly decided that you were equipped to be Charlie. Well, guess what? That's going to be a trial by fire. Okay. Charlie had to go through it. It's painful. The public's going to go through every layer of your life.
Reddit users began connecting Romanian angels to a specific location, the Antonio Placement Center, the same orphanage shown in the charity footage. It sits less than 10 miles from the NATO base. That base had been mentioned repeatedly in Romanian media reports.
Oh my God, you are so beautiful. How old are you? Romania.
Screenshots surfaced, linking Romanian angels to foundations that shared board members. Organizations later named in Epstein-related reporting. One filing listed a name, E. Kirk Francev, Erika's maiden name. No definitive proof, but the speculation spread quickly. Because in the absence of clear answers, people connect what's available. They map relationships, they trace money, they follow names through public records and cross-reference them against timelines that powerful people assumed would stay buried. And sometimes, those maps reveal structures, foundations that share more than board members. They share attorneys, accountants, addresses, the infrastructure of legitimacy built around operations that require discretion. Romanian angels dissolved quietly around 2019. The same year, the Epstein case exploded. The timing raised more questions.
Busher and Associa United Hands Romania have proven ties to child at multiple different points of their time in Romania. According to ctnews.ro, Associa United Hands Romania had close ties with the U.S. military at the Black Sea Rotational Force 17.1 and at the Mihal Kogalsanu military.
Organizations dissolve for many reasons. Funding dries up, leadership moves on, missions change. But when an organization tied to children's access programs dissolves the exact year that the world's most infamous trafficking network becomes front-page news, the timing feels less like coincidence and more like calculation, like someone decided visibility had become a liability. After Charlie Kirk's death, Turning Point USA faced unresolved internal controversies, allegations involving young staffers, HR issues that were reportedly handled internally. The organization remained under scrutiny. Creators Online accelerated their investigations. They linked Busher to archived Romanian articles. They matched Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett once stated that Epstein wasn't just one man. He was a protected system. Erika's name became entangled in online speculation after she took over Charlie Kirk's CEO role. The visibility brought scrutiny. Reddit users began connecting Romanian angels to a specific location, the Antonio Placement Center, the same orphanage shown in the charity footage. It sits less than 10 miles from the NATO base. That base had been mentioned repeatedly in Romanian media reports. Screenshots surfaced, linking Romanian angels to foundations that shared board members. Organizations later named in Epstein-related reporting. One filing listed a name, E. Kirk Francev, Erika's maiden name. No definitive proof, but the speculation spread quickly. Because in the absence of clear answers, people connect what's available. They map relationships, they trace money, they follow names through public records and cross-reference them against timelines that powerful people assumed would stay buried. And sometimes, those maps reveal structures, foundations that share more than board members. They share attorneys, accountants, addresses, the infrastructure of legitimacy built around operations that require discretion. Romanian angels dissolved quietly around 2019. The same year, the Epstein case exploded. The timing raised more questions. Organizations dissolve for many reasons. Funding dries up, leadership moves on, missions change. But when an organization tied to children's access programs dissolves the exact year that the world's most infamous trafficking network becomes front-page news, the timing feels less like coincidence and more like calculation, like someone decided visibility had become a liability. After Charlie Kirk's death, Turning Point USA faced unresolved internal controversies, allegations involving young staffers, HR issues that were reportedly handled internally. The organization remained under scrutiny. Creators Online accelerated their investigations. They linked Busher to archived Romanian articles. They matched